I also want to talk about a rumor that has been buzzing in the global advertising circuit for some time now. So I just want some clarity from you as to what is the progress. I'm talking about, Publicis wanting to take on IPG, acquire IPG. It's been going on forever, the talk.
Yes, there are some people who have some interest in spreading that rumor. So you should put the question to the people who are spreading the rumor.
So you're saying that there is no real interest there?
I have made myself clear many times, so I will not rehash because I don't believe it is interesting to rehash. I leave that to some other people. I consider that we have made extremely clear what our strategy is all about. We are investing in key areas where we believe there are some very interesting aspects for all of us, and more importantly for our clients. And I think that that strategy is right. And for the time being, as far as I know, we have no conversation with IPG, and I guess that if we had any, I would be informed.
You've also said in 2012 that, you expect 2013 to be a very difficult year. Is it looking as difficult as you anticipated, considering Europe is in a complete, negative zone?
Okay. 2013 is difficult, and 2013 is showing some signs of difficulties, particularly in Europe. And this is what we anticipated. And this is what is happening. So we have a market where the US are still holding strong. Emerging markets are facing difficulties. This is true for Brazil. You have seen the riots recently. This is true for India. It's not with the same rate of growth. This is true for China. And Europe is facing some serious issues due to the fact that there is a lot of reforms that have to take place. So saying that this situation is not great for GDP growth and for the advertising growth, I think it's something which is quite commonplace today and which is shared by most of the people. This being said, I must say that our business is holding up quite well. We had a first quarter which was in line with our expectations. We believe that the second quarter will be better than our expectations, so we are quite confident on this.
Why? Why would it be better?
Because we had a very good first quarter in terms of new business, and this is showing already in the second quarter.
Okay.
So we are quite confident on what the 2013 will be in terms of outperforming the market. And what's good is that when you look at the latest forecast of Zenith Optimedia, you see that 2014 as well as 2015 will be very good. So I feel quite confident.
But why is it good considering the economic conditions are not that great?
Because economy works in cycle. And people are betting on the fact that the growth in the U.S. will continue to go up, and the U.S. will have a better rate of growth next year, and this is something which represents a third of the global economy. People consider also that China will start growing again since, let's say, September, October this year, and that India will follow as well as Brazil, and Brazil we will have in 2014 the World Cup.
Right. Right.
So all this is making things quite positive for the year to come, and the economy will work. The only sick child of the world will be Europe, and unfortunately I think that the solution will not happen soon, and that it will require some strong reforms.
Right. I want to talk about, Digitas in being integrated with LBI, becoming Digitas LBI, making it one of the biggest digital powerhouses of the world. My question really is, how are you looking to integrate both of these significantly large companies together? And B, why do you want to integrate it? Why do you want to merge it? Why not leave it separately?
There is one very simple reason, is that both are great operations and both are doing extremely well. But when you look at the geographical presence, at the breakdown of revenue of each of one and their presence in the various countries, you see that they are a superb complementary. Digitas is relatively weak in the areas where LBI is strong, and LBI is weak in the areas where Digitas is strong. LBI is weak in the US, Digitas is the largest operation in the US. Digitas is weak in the UK, LBI is the largest operation in the UK. And when you look at Northern Europe, Digitas is not there, LBI is there. And so when you look at all this, it's a very good combination, and we are taking advantage of the relative size of each and the relative strength of each. So it's a very good combination. It's something which is extremely helpful for the client, and it is also something which is very good because it's the only network which has such a global presence and which has such a strong, massive presence in some key markets. So that is extremely, extremely positive.
Right, right. Give me a sense of how the digital margins, stack up today vis-a-vis, let's say, the traditional business that advertising has been used.
When we acquired Digitas or Razorfish, they were in high single margin, and both have progressively catch up to the average of the group. So we have what you call traditional, that we call the analog business, which is in the most profitable of our organization, and you have the digital, which is growing and getting to the level of the average margin of the group. So by catching up, it is increasing the average margin of the group. So we feel extremely good about this.
But Maurice, don't you think that, because the analog business of any advertising company is most profitable, but slowly and steadily everybody's focusing on digital. So even in your case, in other holding companies' cases also, the contribution to your entire revenue from digital is going up. So right now you're standing at 37%. My question is, and you are looking to make it 50%, right, in a few years, doesn't that mean at some level for all holding companies, all advertising businesses, your profitability will become much lesser because, you are looking to make the digital business almost like half of your revenues, which is not as profitable as the analog business?
I consider that we need to invest in digital, and we are investing. And this investment will start to pay, and it will take time to get the full profit of this investment. So one of the reasons why the digital business is currently less profitable than the traditional or analog business, it is because we are investing massively in this new area. But clearly, when we will be maturing in this area, we will have a better profitability. And as we are investing massively, we will be, as you have seen with all the deals that we have done, etc., the clear leader. And I guess that we will have the first mover advantage, and our margin will be good, and I'm not very much worried about it.